Alrighty guys, welcome to a brand new Let's Play of... Wait, this doesn't look like the new game. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. That's much better. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Trails in the Sky, first chapter. I am so excited about this game. To give you guys a little context, I started the Trails series back in November of 2024. I just got let go from a job and decided I wanted to play through all of these games, starting with the very first one. After the first few, I decided that after I finished the entire series, I would start a YouTube channel. And at the time, all the way through Trails Through Daybreak 1 had come out. And so in February of 2025, I finished Trails Through Daybreak and decided to start up my YouTube channel. And here we are now. I am so excited to see this game. This is the remake of the first one. Hopefully we'll get the remake of the second one very soon. And we do have the finale of the current saga also coming next year. So with all that out of the way, I also wanted to say that unfortunately this series will end up being put on hold at some point. In October, we have a bunch of games coming out that I will be checking out. So this game will basically be split into two parts. The first part will be right here at the end of September, and the second part will most likely be in November. So if that's not something you guys are looking forward to, just come back in November, check it out. But if you guys are okay with it and want to at least see what this game has to offer for the first few episodes, go ahead and stick around, and let's check it out together. With all that, we've already gone through our system, we've already changed some of the settings. Let's go ahead, and I've missed this song. Let's just hit new game. We're going to be going on normal mode for this. Unlike the original game, this one is balanced for all of these options. It wasn't very balanced in most games in the Trails series up till now, but we're going to be going with normal either way. And as soon as you pick your difficulty, we're launched into it.
Where's Dad? The guild said he'd be back today. Shara's gone training around the kingdom too. Oh, this sucks! Maybe I should practice with my staff some more before dinner.
Hey! I'm home!
Dad!
Sorry to keep you waiting, Estelle. Did you watch the house like a good little girl?
You got that right. Are you okay, Dad? You're not hurt from fighting monsters?
Nope, I'm totally fine, see? Anyway, Estelle, I got a little gift for you.
Really? A fishing pole? Sneakers? A new tool for my staff?
Where did I go wrong? You know, girls usually want pretty clothes or accessories.
I like pretty clothes, but I just get them all dirty. And I don't want to accidentally break the accessories while playing. Anyway, Dad, what's with the blanket? Is that my gift?
Oh, well spotted. And up. Well, anyway, pretty good-looking kid, don't you think?
Who is this boy?
No need to yell. You'll wake him up.
Wake him up? Is he even alive? He's totally limp.
I gave him first aid so his life isn't at risk. But it really is important he gets some proper rest. I'll get him to bed, so can you go boil some water for me, Estelle?
Roger! He sure is sleeping. He's about my age, right? I've never seen anyone with pitch black hair before.
Yeah, pretty striking, isn't it? His eyes are amber, by the way.
Oh? That aside, what the heck is going on here? Who is he? Why is he hurt? And why did you bring him home, Dad? Is he your secret love child? Were you two-timing on Mom?
Where'd you even learn those words? It's gotta be Scheherazade.
Yeah, so?
That precocious girl. Anyway, I ran across this kid while I was working. I don't even know his name.
Working? As a bracer?
Sorta. Oh,
What?
he's waking up.
Wow, his eyes really are amber.
Where am I?
Kid, you awake? This is my place, so you got nothing to worry about.
What's going on here?
Huh?
You must be crazy. Why? Why didn't you just leave me there?
I can't really say. Well, let's just call it happenstance.
No way! Cassius Bright, do you know what you've done?
Hey! Quit yelling! You sure are loud for someone as beat up as you are. You'll make your injuries worse.
Who are you?
I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright.
She's my daughter. I told you I had a daughter about your age.
You did? Wait, that's not what matters!
No more yelling.
All right. But what you did was way worse than yelling.
Want to say that again?
You're making my injuries worse.
Are you sure about that?
Never mind.
Well, in this house, we do as Estelle demands. Not even I'm a match for her when she's upset.
I can tell.
By the way, aren't you forgetting something?
Huh?
Your name. Cough it up. I already told you mine. It's not fair that I'm the only one who doesn't get to know.
Oh.
Makes sense. No point in hiding it now. It's a pain if we don't know. Just tell us.
All right. My name is...
If you've never played this game before, this opening might not be as impactful. But man, does it get me ready to play Trails in the Sky, first chapter.
So bright. That was a good night's rest. I think it's Dad's turn to make us breakfast today. Now then, I wonder if Joshua's still in bed sleeping. Oh, I guess he's up already. All right. I should get dressed too. Woohoo! Not bad, Joshua.
Good morning, Estelle. Sorry, did I wake you?
Nah, I just woke up. Look at you, Joshua, being so cheeky so early in the morning. You're gonna make your big sister swoon, you know that?
Big sister, we're the same age.
That's where you're wrong. Even if we are the same age, I was living here long before you. And that makes me your senior.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Hey, that wasn't very respectful. But that was a nice song. A happy tune with a hint of sadness. I like your other songs too, but that one's my favorite. What was it called again?
It's called The Whereabouts of Light.
Yeah, that one. The Whereabouts of Light. Ah, if only I could play the harmonica like you do. It may look easy, but it's way harder than it looks.
Compared to your skills with a staff, I think it's pretty easy. It's just a matter of focus.
I just get sleepy whenever I try to do that kind of mental stuff. Joshua, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but you should try to be more active too. All you do is read and polish your weapons. You're never going to get a girlfriend by staying all cooped up here in the house.
Well, excuse me for having unpopular hobbies. Besides, you're one to talk. I wouldn't exactly call your hobbies normal. Fishing, bug catching, collecting sports shoes.
Ugh, what's wrong with those? I like what I like. Besides, I grew out of bug catching years ago.
Did you, though?
Hey, Estelle! Joshua!
Oh, morning, Dad.
Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready?
Yep, all done. The two of you should come downstairs before it gets cold.
Roger.
We'll be right down.
That was great. Ugh, I'm so full.
You sure have an appetite.
What's wrong with that? You gotta eat and sleep a lot if you want to grow big.
It's important to eat right and get proper energy. You two have your last day of training at the guild today, right?
Yes, but it's just a review of everything we've learned so far.
Once that's done, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. You won't get to treat me like a kid anymore.
Don't get too ahead of yourself. You'll be starting off as a junior bracer, nothing more than a trainee. If you want me to treat you like a grown-up, you'd better hurry up and become a senior bracer.
Grr, challenge accepted. Just you watch. I'm gonna rack up achievements and become a way better bracer than you, Dad.
Go ahead and try.
Why are you two always so competitive? Besides, Estelle, you've got more important things to focus on. You still have to pass the exam at the end of the day today.
Huh? What exam?
Don't tell me you already forgot. They're going to test us on everything we've learned. Shara said that if you don't pass, you'll have to take supplementary training.
Oh, crap. I completely forgot. Now that you mention it, maybe Shara did say something like that. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
You're always like this, so carefree. Or maybe careless is a better word.
It's something else, isn't it? I don't know where you got all that endless optimism from.
Excuse you. I'm not half as bad as you are, Dad.
Guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Anyway, we should head into town soon, Estelle. Shara is waiting for us at the guild.
Gotcha. Shara gets real scary when we make her wait. Oh, Dad. It's my turn to make dinner tonight. Is there anything you want to eat? I'm taking requests.
Requests, eh? How about Rouen-style steamed fish with balsamic vinegar?
The balsamic... What?
I think that might be somewhat beyond Estelle's abilities.
Well, it was worth a shot. How about the usual fried fish? Or omelets, if you prefer. Just try and keep it edible, please.
Rude! But you're not exactly wrong.
Oh, actually, I do have one request. Could you go to the general store and buy me a copy of the Liberl News? The newest issue should be out today.
Got it. Liberl News General Store.
Received 500
Consider the
Mira.
rest your allowance. But don't spend it all in one place.
Yay! Thanks!
Well then, Dad, we'll be going now.
Okay, well, best of luck to you both. And give Sherazard my regards.
Navigation. Check your navigation and head towards the exclamation point to advance the story. Event markers. Markers indicate locations or characters where various events occur. The red exclamation points are main events. They are going to advance the story. The green ones are sub-quests, and the blue ones are sub-events and other things. It is very important in this game that you complete things when they appear. If you advance the game, just like in pretty much every Trails game, if you advance the game too far, then you will miss out on some achievements or some side quests that you can do. So, we have finally met our main characters here, Estelle and Joshua Bright. Technically, Estelle is the main character of the Trails in the Sky series. However, I would say that, especially in this game, Joshua is also a main character. We have our basic controls here. Let's go see if we can find those. We also have costumes. This basically makes it so you can change the appearance of your characters. As of right now, unless I pre-ordered, or not I pre-ordered, because I did pre-order. Unless I bought like the deluxe edition, there's nothing here. Here are our parameters. A lot of this will matter a lot more later, and we'll go over it. But basically, you have your HP, which are for your hit points. When it hits 0, you lose or you die. Your EP is what you use when you use arts. Your CP is what you use when you use crafts. Strength is physical attacks. Defense is physical defense. ATS is arts strength. ADF is arts defense. Dex is the accuracy. AGL is your agility or your dodge chance. Your movement determines the range of movement you can make. Your range is your attack range, and speed is how quickly they act. And then you have accuracy plus, which increases accuracy, crit rate plus, dodge rate, arts rate plus. All that is just additional stuff. Right here are crafts. We'll go over this a little bit later, but you can also see, I believe here in equipment, you can see their starting stats. So I'll give very brief overviews. As you know, with the other Trails games we've played, and pretty much all the other ones we'll cover on this channel, I like to go over each character. So the first episode is a little bit more just informational. So Estelle here is a much stronger character. She's honestly a strength character, which is a little interesting because Typically, they'll give strength to later characters, but she is a very, very strong character. In fact, one of the strongest in the game, with a pretty high arts as well. As for Joshua here, while he might look like he has higher strength, he is much more focused on his agility, his speed, his movement range, his dexterity. So he has higher evasion, higher crit chance, more speed, but he still has pretty high strength and pretty high arts. That'll matter a little bit later. I'll go over all this orbaments later, but let's see. Can I find my... I wanted to find my movements thing that we just saw, but I guess not. Oh, no, here we go. So if you press back, you open up your Bracer's Journal. So what this shows is the basic controls. You can press LT to switch leaders, LB to dash, up to open your log menu, left to open your item menu, right to open your arts, down to open map. Basically just shortcut keys. And then you can do RB plus a variety of different buttons to open different notebooks and books. You can press RB plus LB to toggle high speed mode. I'll show that off here in a second because I love playing on high speed mode, especially when navigating around. Start for main menu, A to confirm, B to cancel, and right stick for controls. And then this is just high speed mode again. So what high speed mode does is, let's see if I can, there we go. Basically just makes everything go at a much faster pace. I won't be using it a lot in this game because what I've seen is this game actually has a lot better pacing than the previous games did. That's a big problem with older Trails games, is the pacing was really bad, so you had to use high speed mode in order to make it a little quicker. All right, there's a droplet of life. I actually didn't know there was gonna be an item down here. Interesting, there's not a jump. I don't think there's been a jump in any Trails game, but I figured in this game there might be. This is her bed. I think you can sleep to heal if you wish. But we're going to go ahead and head outside of the house now. We can press down to look at our map. Oh, it's so cool because this is what the original map looked like, but they've like made it high definition. I think that's super sick. This is our house. This is the Bright's house. You can see treasure chests on the map, shops on the map, as well as where we need to go. So we'll go ahead and over here. Can I get down from here, or did I just put myself up here for no reason? I think I just put myself up here for no reason. You also don't have to press A on the doors to enter, which I think's a nice little feature. It's not like it changes anything, but I think it's just cool that you can just walk right out. That's showing the main menu, where you can save, and so on. I just want to do a quick exploration. I don't think there's anything here, but log for practicing staff techniques. We do just want to check, make sure we're not missing anything here. Shiny spots aren't required. However, I'll go over what is required here in a second. We're not going to have a fight for a while. Here we are in Elise Highway.
What an opportunist. But that's what makes you Estelle, probably.
Again, if you want high speed mode,
Next stop, the city of Roland.
you can just go so fast, it's crazy.
Looks like there aren't any monsters
Zoom.
around now.
Can I attack? Okay, so A is dodge, and B is attack. You can also switch characters if you want to play as Joshua. I personally really like Joshua. I know he's kind of not liked by a lot of people, but you can see over here on our mini-map, and then when you get close enough to your map,
Found treasure.
there's a chest right here. You can go ahead and open it up. We get a Tear Bomb. That is our healing potions in this game. Most basic healing potions. The Trails game is notorious, especially in these this original trilogy of Trails games, for having an achievement associated with finding every treasure chest in the game. Luckily, I'm actually going to double check. In the original game, you not only needed to find every chest, you then, and I wonder if they included it here. No, okay. So after you found every chest, you then had to interact with it a second time after you opened it, where it would give you a dialogue thing, and you had to get the achievement, you actually had to interact with every chest twice. Extremely annoying when later in the game you don't know which one you missed.
Back out now.
But here we go. We're going to go into the town of Roland. Oh, it's so good. It's so clean. Or Roland. Sorry, not Roland.
Looks like we're right on time. Not too early, not too late.
Ugh, I just graduated from church Sunday school too. I didn't think I'd have to study this much just to become a bracer.
Well, today's our last day. Besides, you chose to do this. You can't complain about it now.
I guess you're right. All right. I'll give it my all and make it through Shara's training.
That's the spirit. All right, then let's head to the Bracer Guild then. We still have time before the exam, so it might be nice to see how people are doing around town.
Oh, that's a great idea. We can take a breather before the exam.
Talking to townspeople. Enjoy conversations with local townspeople. As the story progresses, their dialogue will gradually change. This isn't necessary to complete the story, or even anything along that, but you can go ahead and walk up to people like this to see dialogue options. You also can approach people like Frio here.
We've got to go,
Phew,
Estelle.
work's taking me to Mistwalled Forest in the south. There's a merchant from Bose who wants to purchase lumber in bulk, and I've got to prepare it all for the order. So yeah, you can kind of talk to people to get a little bit of dialogue from them. I won't be talking to everybody. I don't think it's necessary unless there is a side quest associated with them. Just doing a quick check just to make sure there aren't any side quests or any chests that we're missing. You also can see there are shops marked on the map. So for instance, this is a shop right here. If it has new items, it will be marked with the red shop option. So you can see here, you have shops. Once all items have been discovered, the map changes from red shop to green shop. I'm just going to hold off on picking anything up there. And for now, we're just going to go ahead and head into the most important building in this series. If you've seen Trails Through Daybreak or played Trails Through Daybreak, you already know who the Braces are. But in this game, you get to play as a Bracer.
Oh, good morning, Estelle. Joshua.
Morning, Ina.
Good morning.
Is Shara already here?
Yes, she's waiting for you two on the second floor. Once your training today is complete, you'll officially join the ranks of the Bracers. Good luck, you two.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll do our best.
Looks like Shara is waiting for us. Go ahead and head up here.
The Star and Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And a reverse Wheel of Fortune. This is a tricky set. How should I interpret this?
Shara! Morning!
Oh, Estelle and Joshua. It's rare to see you two so early in the morning.
It's the last day of training. I want to get it over with and become a Bracer already.
As energetic as ever. But I'm afraid energy alone won't be enough to get you through today. You best be ready.
Oh, come on.
Not another word. Everything I teach you goes in one ear and out the other. It's my job to be sure my lessons don't slip through that sieve-like brain of yours.
Aw, Joshua! Shara's being a bully.
It's all right, Shara.
That's
Estelle may be
hilarious.
bad at
So
studying, and she
I'll
almost
explain
never
that face
reviews
in a
what you teach
second.
us. And yes, she's a soft-hearted busybody who loves taking care of others. But her instincts are good, so she'll learn how to use orbments on the fly without any issues.
Well, I guess I'll just have to pin my hopes on that.
Hey, Joshua. That didn't sound very supportive.
What a terrible thing to say. I listed out all your good points.
Oh, please. By the way, Shara, what did you see in your tarot cards? You certainly didn't seem very happy about it.
Oh, this. I vaguely tried to predict what might happen around me in the near future. I must be a bit rusty, though. I couldn't make out a thing.
Nothing at all?
Oh, does that happen often?
When the meaning is this profound, it becomes harder to interpret. But never mind all that. Time for your last day of training.
let's have a quick review of what you've learned up to now. If you're going to work as bracers, it's essential you know at least the basics. And that especially for you, Estelle, so you better be listening up. Yeah. So what do you want to review? Orbiments, Bracers, or the Liberl Kingdom? I'll be showing all of these just so that way you guys understand the story of the game if this is your first time playing a Trails game. Starting with Orbiments. Orbiments are mechanical devices that work by utilizing what we call orbal energy. They can produce a variety of different effects depending on what quartz or process septium you choose to install in them. Believe it or not, it's only been 50 years since orbiments were invented. However, nowadays, orbiments are an integral part of society. You'll find them in weapons, magic, airships, and countless other everyday lives, or everyday items. This wave of technological innovation is commonly referred to as the Orbal Revolution. Bracers. Bracers are combat and investigative professionals who work to keep the peace and protect civilians in their respective regions. They aid their communities not just by culling monsters and preventing crime, but also by finding lost items or escorting cargo, among other duties. The Bracers Guild has branches stationed all over the Zemurian continent to manage all the different bracers in each region. Basically, they're the Fighters Guild of this world. The Bracers Guild. The Bracers Guild is a worldwide association established 50 years ago. In addition to those located in Liberl, there are branches across the continent, all contributing to local peace. In fact, their neutrality has helped them mediate conflicts between nations, such as the war from a decade ago. Having said that, the Guild is perpetually short on personnel, precisely because there is such high demand for their aid. The Liberl Kingdom. The Kingdom of Liberl, which we call home, is a nation rich in nature and tradition. It sits on the west side of the Zemurian continent. Southwest side, more like it, but... Liberl is famed for its rich stores of septium and is proud to be a technological leader in orbiment development. Orbiment technology is also an important asset in helping Liberl to defend its independence amidst disputes with neighboring nations. When we were invaded 10 years ago by the Erebonian Empire, it was Orbal-engineered airships that ultimately saved the kingdom from ruin. Although relations with the Empire remained strained, Queen Alicia's political maneuvering has allowed Liberl to remain more or less peaceful. That's enough for now. Now then, I suppose that's enough review for now. We can't afford to get behind schedule here. Stay sharp, you two. It's time for the practical part of your exam. Hey, Shara. How's this practical part different from what we've done before? It's different in that it puts what you've learned in theory to the test. AKA, I'm going to put you two through what real bracers have to deal with every single day. Oh, okay. And on that note, it's time for you to get out there and put in some physical work. I hope you're willing to work up a sweat because I'm not going to have it any other way. Oh, heck yeah, finally. Finally, I'm going to be free from endless writing and theory and thinking and boring stuff. Guess I was all worried for nothing. Nice to see you suddenly in such high spirits. I can only hope she'll be smiling by the end of today. Anyway, how about we get on with this first practical exam, or practical test? You got it. First off, you'll have to confirm the details of the job you'll be taking on. Before that, there's a little something we need to give you. Aina, are they ready? Yes. Great, now go on, you two. Take one for each of you. We can go ahead and talk to Aina here. Or Aina. Aina? I think it's Aina. Whatever you do, do not lose these. They're going to come in very handy. We received our Bracer Notebook. Those are your official Bracer Notebooks. They're where you'll record every detail of your work. What you've heard, what you found, where you found it, and so on. What may seem like minor details in the moment, more often than not become crucial clues. You should always make a record of everything you notice, and I mean everything, okay? Great, more pen pushing. Oh, that's odd. Either my hearing is out of whack, or I swear that only one of you replied back. Whatever gave you that idea? Listen to me, Estelle. It is a duty of all bracers to keep an accurate record of their work. So quit whining and do it. Fine, fine. Glad to see we're on the same page. Now, let's get started. See that bulletin board over there by the door? That's where all your jobs will be posted. Go there and check your job for today. So yeah, anytime you're in town, and pretty much every day, anytime a day passes, make sure you swing by the local Bracers Guild and check the job board.
Let's check it out.
There are various requests posted on the bulletin board. You're able to check the clients and rewards for each request. Check the details of the request by pressing A. This is the first of 73 quests. It will tell you the priority of it. It'll also tell you the client, your reward, how much BP you're going to earn, which is a currency that is basically... It's how you 100% the game, pretty much. It also gives you a deadline, so when you need to complete the quest by. This one doesn't have a deadline because it's a main story quest, which means once you complete it, it will set a deadline for other ones. Search the sewers and retrieve the items stored inside the treasure chest. For more details, speak with Scheherazade. What's interesting? It won't let me accept it. Oh, because I have to press B. Job details checked on the bulletin board and important work related to events will automatically be recorded in your Bracer notebook. Interesting. I think that's different than how it used to be. So yeah, you can press RB plus B to open the Bracer notebook. It'll automatically records details of requests found on the bulletin board and significant story events. So once you view it, it'll automatically be added. You don't even have to accept it. So yeah, you can go do this and check your job notebook. To view individual requests, use LB and RB to go through different tabs. So right here's the history. Right here's the roles. These are the requests in the city of Roland specifically, and we only have one main quest, retrieval training. All right, good. Looks like you've gotten the hang of using the bulletin board and notebook. Checking the bulletin board is one of the Bracer's most fundamental tasks. It's always our duty to keep tabs on what's posted there so we don't miss any urgent requests or urgent jobs when they pop up. Man, it feels suffocating just listening to all these rules and duties. It may certainly feel that way, but it goes to show just how much responsibility comes with being a Bracer. I don't think any Bracer worth their salt does things half-heartedly. You know what? You're right, Joshua. I've got to go into this full-heartedly. Looks like you're finally starting to fix that mindset of yours. Yep, I'm feeling all pumped up now. Well then, let's get moving before all that motivation flattens out. What are we doing next? Next, we'll be going to Mr. Melder's workshop across the road to learn how to make the most out of his factory services. He's kindly taking time out of his busy day to accommodate us, so make sure you remember your manners, okay? Sure thing. You'll now learn how to use an Orbital factory to your advantage. Here, you can modify your orbments and synthesize quartz, which will allow you to use Orbital arts. Arts can have a wide variety of effects, and mastering their use will save your skin in more ways than one. Danger comes with the territory in the Bracer business, so the guild and the Orbital factories have gotten to know each other pretty well. Right, that's about all I can explain. I'll let the expert handle the technical side of things. Do you mind taking it from here, Mr. Melders? Not at all. So, what do you kids want to know? It's going to be a lot, but I will try to explain all this probably better than he can, but we'll see. Orbiment. Orbiments are machines which utilize quartz attachments to produce all kinds of different effects. As you can guess from that definition, the lights in our homes and streets, along with the engines in our airliners, are also orbiments. For today, we'll focus on tactical orbiments, which heighten physical abilities and make the use of magic possible. Each tactical orbiment is tailored to match the owner's personal aptitudes, so its structure will differ from person to person. To be specific, the type of fixed elemental slots and the lines connecting them vary, but we won't be sifting through the weeds of all that today. So, what do you kids want to know? Orbiment arts, or orbital arts. In layman's term, an orbital art is a form of magic that can only be invoked through tactical orbiments. The orbital engine energy stored within these devices can produce a whole smorgasbord of curious phenomena. Also, you'll have likely noticed that everyone just calls them arts. Why no one thought to call it from the get-go is anyone's guess. There are all kinds of arts, but before you can use them, you'll first need to synthesize them with quartz at an orbital factory. Once you've set quartz into an orbiment slot, you'll gain the ability to use their arts. What do you want to know? Sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium that are dropped by monsters. There are 7 types of Sepith: Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, Time, Space, and Mirage. At an orbital factory, you can use Sepith to not only synthesize quartz, but also open up orbiment slots in which to install quartz in. Oh, and you can also exchange Sepith for Mira if you feel so inclined. You might also find something called Sepith Mass. This is brand new to this. It's been in other games, but this is the first time it's in the Trails in the Sky series. It was not originally in this game. Sepith Mass is usually the first thing you can exchange when trading for Mira. Well, I'll handle any exchanges after your training is complete. So basically, you can find Sepith Mass and trade it in straight for Mira. It has no other purpose. And finally, quartz. Quartz are crystallized parts made by refined Sepith dropped from monsters. Look closely enough and you'll see circuits engraved inside. It's why you'll call them crystal circuits on occasion. They raise the user's abilities while also enabling them to use different arts, among other things. Quartz can only be activated by setting them into orbiment slots. The slot may be limited to quartz of certain elements. When synthesizing new quartz, decide carefully where you want to set them. So what do you want to learn? Nothing else. No more questions? Then go ahead and try out the surfaces here for yourself. And to do that, you'll need some Sepith. Received 50 of each type of elemental Sepith. That should be enough to let you to synthesize a few quartz. In your case, Estelle, you can equip quartz of any element. But for you, Joshua, your central slot can only accept time elemental quartz. Now try to synthesize a Mind 1 water quartz and an Action 1 time quartz. So, you can basically, exactly what it said, you can synthesize quartz to enhance your elements or your stats. Approach the counter and press Y to open the orbiment factory.
Which one should I pick?
Use Sepith to freely synthesize quartz, must synthesize Mind 1 and Action 1. So, what we can do right here is you can see we have 50 of each quartz. We have 51 time and 52 space. That's just because we found them in a vase earlier. So we're going to go ahead and make Mind 1.
I'll take this.
And we'll go ahead and make Action 1.
I'll pick this.
I like to go ahead and grab an Attack 1 while we're here.
I'll pick this.
There's really not a reason to just make all of them, but I, at the very minimum, like to have those. Then we'll go ahead and leave.
Come again.
And talk to her. I see you've got some quartz synthesized. Now let's use those to try and increase the number of arts you can use. Estelle and Joshua, set quartz into your orbiment so you can use recovery and attack arts. Quartz can be set from the orbiment screen in the main menu. Press start to open the main menu. Select the orbiment tab and place the quartz into the slot. Press Y to open the quartz menu. So you can choose the character. We're going to choose Estelle first. Elemental values and arts. I'm basically going to explain how this works. That's fine. Again, I'm going to explain all this in a second. So, you can see these lines here that connect the different orbiment slots. Those are very important, and I'll explain those in a second. But basically, Estelle has two lines here. Estelle has this line over here of these two, and then she has this line over here of these three. Technically, this one counts as being in both. And because she has no color around any of these, it means she can equip whatever she wants. So for instance, we can go ahead and give her Mind. When we give her Mind 1, she's going to learn the spells Tear, which is a healing spell, and Aqua Bleed, which is a water damaging spell. I can press that to view it. Oh, well, I'll explain that here in a second. Okay, and then for Joshua, he has a purple outline here, purple up top as well, meaning he can only equip a time element here. He also has two lines. This one right here, which is only 2 long, and then this one right here, which is 5 long. So in the center slot, we'll go ahead and throw in Action 1. Now, he gets access to the spell Soul Blur. On top of that, Action 1, the base quartz gives him speed plus 10%, so you'll notice his speed went up. That's why I was saying he's more of a speed character. Versus Estelle, when she got Mind 1, she actually got arts damage plus 5%. So the quartz themselves give you, and it's the easiest way to think of this, the quartz themselves give you a stat. This gives you attack, this gives you speed. Now, if you have certain combinations of quartz, such as if you have blues, based off the amount of quartz you have, you will get these different spells. So you can look there, right at the top, you have Aqua Bleed, which is worth 1 blue. If you have 3 blue, you'll get access to Blue Impact. And so on. If you have, at the very bottom there, 2 blue and 2 space, you'll get access to Thelos. And there's a ton of different combinations. This is the most because it has healing spells. General idea here is Earth is defensive, blue is healing, red is attack, green is buffing or speed. The Soul Blurs here is speed or speed downs, as well as just high damage spells. The Mirage, or this one is, I can't remember the name of this. This is Mirage. Yeah, this one is Mirage. Mirage doesn't have much, but space is actually only used for other ones. One last thing is you can see the value of it. So right here at the bottom, Mind 1 has a value of 1 blue. So you can see right there on the right side, we have line 1 and line 2 that each have 1 blue in it. If we put another Mind 1 right here, then in line 1 we would have 2 blue. However, there's nothing here for 2 blue. You would need 3 blue. So because again, this is only 1 elemental value, you would need 3 Mind 1s in order to get access to Blue Impact and Tira. It's gonna make a lot more sense as we go through there. It is a very hard learning curve, and this is the only game that this is in the Trails in the Sky series, or Trails in the Sky trilogy, because after that they fully changed it and made like Mind 1 tier itself and just gave you attack boosts. So it got changed later, but yeah, it'll make a little bit more sense as we go through here and play a little bit more. Okay, that's both healing and art attacks, or attack arts installed. Having a well-rounded balance of arts between yourself is key if you want to get through battles in one piece. You should also keep in mind that usually the stronger the quartz, the higher its elemental values are. That's why it's a good idea to try out new quartz the moment you get your hands on them. Okay, there's just one last thing we need to go over before you finish your Orbital Factory training. And that's how to open up new orbiment slots. The more slots you have open, the more options you will have at your disposal. Unlocking slots will also increase your energy points, which you'll need to use arts and boost your arts strength. It would serve you well to open up all the slots as early as you can. And use this Sepith to open up a new orbiment slot. You two can decide amongst yourselves which one of you will get a new slot. Receive 20 of each type of elemental Sepith. So, as you unlock slots, you are not only going to increase the EP, which is basically your mana in this game, but you're also going to increase the damage you do with arts. It is highly recommended. You do not use your Sepith on anything until both at least Estelle and Joshua have their orbiment slots completely maxed out. So, we can unlock either side here. Oh, we can't unlock this one. You can see each one costs different Sepith. So over here it costs 50 of each. Over here it only costs 20 of each. We're going to do Estelle. If we had... Actually, we couldn't have got anything else. But he over here costs 50 and 20 as well. So yeah, we got a brand new one for Estelle.
Come again.
Now, we can go ahead and slot in that... Or I'm still talking to him. We can go ahead and slot in our orbiment slot. You'll also notice she now has 110 EP versus his 60 EP. But if we go ahead and come into here, we can go to this equipable one, and if we throw attack in here, you'll notice we get not only attack 1, which increases our strength by 5% and decreases our defense by 5%, but it also gives us access to Firebolt, a new spell that only costs 1 fire. Go ahead and throw that on her. Now we'll talk to Shara. I see that you have a new slot, Estelle. Your center slot has no elemental restrictions, which makes it quite versatile. I believe Estelle is the only one without restrictions. Right, that's your Orbital Factory training all wrapped up. And with that, it's finally time for your main event, your qualification exam. Wait, what qualification exam? I don't remember hearing anything about this. I was going to say you can't be serious, but then I remembered your brain is a sieve. Sieve? We literally just talked about this morning over breakfast, remember? Oh, right. I'm kind of remembering it now that you bring it up, but those yummy fried eggs are clouding up my memory. Estelle, stop thinking with your stomach and start thinking with your brain. But enough distraction. Let's head to the testing site. Huh? You mean right now? Hold on, I still need some prep time. Well, you'll have time to prep while I drag your sorry behind to the testing site. Joshua, save me! Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you very much for all your help. No problem. Good luck on that exam. We'll be rooting for you. You hear me, Joshua? You'll rue the day you cruelly ignored the fair maiden in her hour of need. So yeah, those faces Estelle makes, they were originally in the 16-bit. You only had a little profile picture, so you'd see that face that she was making. So it's fun they like included it here in the 3D models.
We're approaching the end of your training. It's time for you two to take the qualification exam. You'll be expected to fully utilize everything you've learned in training.
Right. Estelle, what's wrong?
Hey, Shara?
What is it?
The exam. It's not a written test?
Huh? Estelle, didn't you read the bulletin board?
Yeah, I did.
I made you take notes and you still don't remember? It said you'd be searching the sewers. That's the exam.
Thank goodness! Helios, goddess of the sky! I thank you for your mercy, blessing us with these wondrous sewers!
Wait, did you think we had a written final exam? Is that why you were freaking out at the workshop?
Such sweet nostalgia. 'Tis but a pleasant memory now.
At this rate, I wonder if we really will be able to pass.
What? Rude!
All right, you two, that's enough chit-chat. This is an exam, so take it seriously. If you fail, you're gonna be in for some truly grueling training.
We'll be fine. Now bring on the exam!
You sound confident. I hope you'll bring the results to back that up. As the bulletin board said, the exam is a sewer exploration. The objective is to retrieve the contents of a certain treasure chest located somewhere inside. The tunnels are pretty straightforward, so you shouldn't get lost, but the monsters down there are no joke, so don't let your guard down. That's also why I'm giving you these.
Received 3 tier bombs and antidotes and a combat handbook.
What's this? A book?
That's a combat handbook. It's for recording information about the enemies you come across. If you discover any enemies' traits, remember to record them right away.
I see. Information is what decides battles, as they say. That's what you mean, right?
Exactly.
Whoa, this is good stuff. Thanks, Shara.
We'll be sure to put it to good use.
All right, Joshua, let's do this.
Right. We should move carefully and treat this like it's a real request.
So we're gonna hunt for treasure here?
And here we are in the sewers. You can also see those little 16-bit Estelle and Joshua in loading screens. That's what they used to look like. That was their actual models.
Let's go.
So here we go.
Let's go.
We can go ahead and run on ahead. They'll teach us here about the healing stations in dungeons. Hey, it's an ornament charging station. Basically, whenever we want to heal and get everything back, we can rest at these. They're completely free. You just walk up and press A. It's a free heal. They're usually in every dungeon. And here we go with our very first fight. Looks like we've already got company. As long as we take them out quickly, they shouldn't be a problem. Let's do this, Estelle. Yeah, they won't know what hit them. Attack by pressing B. Press repeatedly for consecutive attacks. These are our normal attacks. We just press B for normal attacks. This is Estelle's combo. She does a overhead slash, then a triple lunge, and then a wide sweep. Haha, how's that? Had enough? Good job, Estelle. Now let's record that monster's info into our combat handbooks. Oh, right. Okay, that should do it. Combat Handbook. You can go ahead and open it up to see all the different weaknesses for characters. So for instance, this petite rat here, you can see his base level, what he's weak to, all that stuff. There are 245 enemies in the game, so there's a lot. Let me go ahead and play as Joshua for the next one. See on the right, we got some Sepith from that. Looked at the same monsters as before. Still a few extras, no problem. Yeah, we'll need to be careful and focus on dodging their attacks this time. Dodge with A. After dodge, press B to perform a jump attack.
We'll end this in no time.
There we go. I wanted to lock on, but it's clearly not right stick to lock on. We've got reinforcements. Not to mention bigger and uglier, we'll need to tread carefully. So, if you want to switch to tactical battle instead of open battle, you press X. You go from quick battle to command battle at any time. So, we'll press X and go straight into command battle. This is the main combat of the game. Boss fights and the like are in this fight, so it's best to use this if you're not fighting just basic enemies. And we can go ahead and look at the left side. that is our turn order. Joshua will go first. We can move around within this zone here, within the blue circle. He has the biggest range out of any character in this game. So we can go ahead, come up. I believe we can get backstabs in this game. I'm not sure. No, it doesn't look like it.
It's working. Ready,
And
Joshua?
here are our crafts.
When the
You
enemy
can use
flinches,
crafts with
let's do a
Y.
combo
They use
attack.
CP, which increases when we are attacking or taking damage. Oh, there is back attack, but it's only with CP in this game. I forgot. So every character has their own crafts. So we can go ahead and view her craft is Hurricane. What it'll do is it'll cost 40 CP. You can see her CP underneath her character portrait on the right side. She has 200. It's going to do physical damage in a circle around herself, and it's going to give strength down, and she gets a bonus if it's attacking from the side. So I think, yep, we can hit them both. We'll go right here and use Hurricane. That's so cool to see it. You didn't see any of these attacks really in future games, so it's cool to see it here. When an enemy's stun gauge reaches 100%, they become stunned. This prevents the enemy from acting once and increases damage dealt. And stunning an enemy or attacking them while they're stunned triggers a brave attack. I believe this is brand new to this game. Technically, it was in, I think, Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4, but I think it's new for the Trails in the Sky series. It's been a little while since we've done it. Pressing B allows you to perform a follow-up attack after you get stuns. So, we can go ahead and follow up with B.
You're mine.
Like it said, they are stunned, so they skip a turn. And then we'll go ahead and just do normal attacks because there's no reason to waste our CP right now on guys with 1 HP. There we go. Battle results. You can view the experience points set within items you've obtained. Press up for a detailed view. I really won't be checking that out very often because I think it's very cool that you can just skip through that.
Good.
Nice job, Joshua.
We get a Thelos Bomb that's basically a revive in this game. It can bring a
No, it's
downed
not.
character back. I believe this is where it's going to teach us about arts. Those monsters are looking a lot quicker this time. These are going to be times when our weapons won't do anything to certain enemies. We'll need to start using arts from here on out. The only thing is, arts take time to cast. We'll need to switch up our tactics. Got it.
Time to hit him with
So,
some majestic
the
art.
Gar phase. The Gar phase are going to be harder to hit with physical attacks, so instead we're going to use arts. Press X to use an art. It consumes EP to cast various arts, and they require casting time. You can see what enemies are weak to, and to see what's going to do increased damage. It'll, again, show their weaknesses. So, you can press X to cast an art. We can see there the Gar phase is weak to water, fire, and wind. Fortunately, we don't have that. We only have Soul Blur, so we'll go ahead and use Soul Blur here on this Gar phase. It's going to take a time for it to cast. You can actually view where they'll be slotted in. So this will matter especially for boss fights later. So if we go ahead and view this, they are weak to Aqua Bleed. They'll take an additional damage from both Aqua Bleed or Firebolt. Go ahead and target this one, and you'll see she's going to be delayed till right after Joshua. So she'll have a quick cast time here. We get Soul Blur. And Firebolt. We can open the art screen by pressing right. That way we can quickly heal if we need to. And finally, go ahead and run forward as we are almost to the end of this zone. This is going to be a test, I believe, of all the things we've learned so far. That's a pretty big mob. If only we could find an opening somehow. Well, I'd say this is the perfect time to whip out some crafts. Yeah, but we can't dish them out on the regular. Let's take the enemy by surprise first. Charge your gauge and press Y to unleash a craft attack. You can activate it up to 2 times consecutively. It deals high damage and easily stuns enemies. This is, I believe, new to this game. After evading, Estelle and Joshua can press Y to execute a mobility-focused skill. If you dodge an enemy's attack with perfect timing, your charge gauge fully recovers. Immediately counter with a craft attack.
There's a lot of them.
So, go ahead and do a special attack here. If you stun an enemy during quick battle and switch tactics with X, you can immediately initiate a brave attack. So we got a stun. We'll have the advantage, and we can automatically start with a follow-up because we got the stun. And here's the basic breakdown. You have your sub info, your S break, which it hasn't gone over just yet, your crafts, your overdrives, which it also has not gone over yet. You press RB to switch your menu to look at retreat, guard, or items. And yeah, these are support abilities such as guarding. During command battles, various support actions activate under specific conditions. This is also very new to this game. And support XP by fighting battles and making new food. Increasing support level allows you to acquire new abilities and upgrade existing ones. The Dirty Rat, huh? Let's just go for... I don't want to do a dual strike. Dual strike hits... I can hit 4 enemies with dual strike here, so let's do this. Should have came from the back, so I got the back attack bonus, but...
Estelle, do it!
Got an overkill. Let's go ahead and go for a Aqua Bleed
Here we go.
on this guy. He's got a 0. Oh, he didn't use it. You turn on high speed mode. I like to keep high speed mode on for battles like this. If you've seen any of my other videos on this series, you'll know I just really like having high speed mode on. I think it makes the game significantly easier when you're in these battles. We'll go ahead and go for a Aqua Bleed on this guy. Joshua's taking some big damage here. There's our Aqua Bleed. And then we can just go for a... I'll go for a dual strike on his back here.
Here, eat this!
Go ahead and quickly heal up Joshua. And let's run forward. Hopefully he's going to teach me about
I think I got a little
that
stronger.
gauge in the right of my action skill menu, but we'll see.
A dead end, huh? So that means that's the treasure chest we're looking for. And a big fat monster in front of it.
That's probably the boss of the monsters that claimed the underground waterway as their territory. Let's watch for an opening and strike together at once.
Roger. So this is the final task of our exam, huh?
Here we go. Going into a boss fight. These are AT bonuses. Basically, when they're over the character, they'll get different things. You have HP heal, EP heal, and CP up, which increases your CP. You have Sepith up, meaning you obtain Sepith just regardless of what you do, as long as you're on that square. Critical, meaning you're always going to hit a crit. If you get that, that's very important, at least in the original game, for some bosses. And Zero Arts means you're going to cast an art immediately with no EP consumption. And then you have the plus versions of those. You can steal AT bonuses by stunning or defeating enemies, or through brave attacks. You can also steal them by causing delay or using certain crafts. Basically, it's not locked to a person, it's locked to a slot. So let's go ahead and open with a dual strike here. I would love to hit the Rat Chief with the dual strike. Let's try it and see what happens. It's a guaranteed crit. So, oh, he got in the way and is blocking it. No. And we got countered.
Now's our chance.
We'll show 'em how we do it.
Critical hit. When you land a critical hit, you will always trigger a brave attack regardless of the enemy's current state. After triggering a brave attack, press Y to activate a chain. So this was in Cold Steel. This is very interesting. They're bringing this back. After triggering a brave attack, press Y to activate a chain. By consuming 3 brave gauge points, unleash a coordinated attack between 2 characters. The brave gauge fills up when destroying objects in the field or fighting enemies. Attack with B or use a craft with Y. We're going to use Hurricane here, so we can get this side attack bonus.
Hurricane!
And then we get the option to use a chain or a follow-up, so we'll use a chain attack.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I didn't expect this to be in this game, actually. Because, again, it was only in the Cold Steel games before this. We'll go for a dual strike. Can I hit him from the back? Yes, we can. Unfortunately, it won't be a crit, but...
Dual strike.
Now, she has a 0 cost cast time. Weak to Earth. Unfortunately, I don't have that, but let's go for a tier on Joshua real quick, because, again, it's free. Don't want him to go down in during this fight.
Let's go.
She gets another turn, so we'll go for a Hurricane. Side attack bonus.
Follow my lead, Joshua.
And then we'll go for a dual strike from the back.
Dual strike.
A miss, huh? So in this game, which again is different than at least Trails Through Daybreak, this was in every game up till Trails Through Daybreak. This Trails Through Daybreak's an easy game. When you miss an attack, whether you miss or an enemy misses, they counterattack. There's a automatic counterattack at, I believe, a full damage. Let's go ahead and... Well, I didn't realize we were timed. Ooh, that was bad. He's stunned right now, so let's go for a Hurricane Strike from the side. And we'll just do a follow-up.
You're mine.
This is the end.
There we go. That is our first boss defeated. They really brought things back from pretty much every game in the series.
My new
Things that we had got. We get new craft flicker for Joshua. Things that were in every game up till Trails Through Daybreak. So. Right there we get 2 small boxes.
Huh? There are just more boxes inside the treasure chest. Weird that there are 2, though. I wonder what they are.
Estelle, our mission is only to search and retrieve. Investigating the boxes themselves isn't part of the mission.
Ugh, Joshua, loosen up, will ya? It's not about the job. I'm just curious. I mean, there's nobody here. Shera'd never know if we took a little peek, right?
If you want to fail, I won't stop you.
Fail?
That's always a possibility. If this was a real job, those boxes would belong to the client. Unless it's something illegal, we have no reason to look inside.
All right already.
If you're really that curious, why not just ask Cher about it later? Anyway, we should get going. Don't let your guard down.
Right.
We have to take the boxes back, so don't.
Yeah,
drop
we just
them
have to
in the
go
wall,
back.
Okay.
It tells us to... I have it on hold dash. I might go actually change that real quick. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. Let's go ahead and single touch.
4.
Yeah, that just toggles it on. Okay.
Cheeky as ever.
So we're just going to run back. I do like playing as Estelle. I just wanted to show off playing as Joshua in the open fields. Doesn't really matter. These 2 are in your team the entire game, so play whoever you wish to.
Monsters.
And we can go ahead and fight these guys if we want. I believe in open combats like this, it's actually easier to defeat most enemies because, just like we saw there, you actually have a better chance at hitting... First off, enemies can't counterattack you. Like, it's not guaranteed counters. So these guys, which usually you'd be missing every attack on, you can just, like, keep pressing B and eventually defeat them without actually going into fights. Now, that's why I turned speed up mode on, because with speed up mode, it doesn't really matter. You just get into fights, so you get done with them really quick. I'm going to go ahead and hit this Orbment Station just for, again, a free heal.
All right, rested and ready.
And we can go ahead and leave the sewers. Yeah.
Welcome back, you 2. Now, show me what you found down there. Yep, those are the real deal. No signs of tampering either.
Oh, that was close.
I knew it.
All right. Congratulations, both of you.
Easy as pie. So, Shara, what's inside those boxes?
You'll find out as soon as our training is finished. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat for now. Your training isn't over yet, you know?
Oh, really? But didn't we just pass the exam?
You still need to report it. I know you're both exhausted, but you always need to report into the guild.
Oh, there's more? Ugh, fine. Looks like we've still got work to do.
Right, just a little more to go.
The final part of your training is how to officially report to the guild. Once you finish a job, big or small, you must always report the results to the guild. It's your duty as a bracer to provide details on how you completed a job as well as the process you took to do so. Each guild branch has a receptionist that handles the reports. Aina here when you're ready. Aina, who you already know, very familiar with, is in charge here at Roland. Oh, and this is also where you'll receive compensation for your work. I look forward to working with you two. Well, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and report today's training. And so, it's important to report every quest before you move on with the main story because you can in fact lose it. When you complete requests, you'll receive BP or Bracer points. When your BP reaches certain thresholds, your junior rank will increase and you will also receive various bonus items. I plan on getting every BP in this game because not only does it help you get better items in this game, it is important for subsequent games. Go ahead and press Y to report.
Tell me all about it.
You get 1 BP. And at 30 BP, we reach Junior Bracer rank 8. It goes up to 1.
I have high expectations for you kids.
Good work. It looks like you completed the job with 0 major issues to speak of. Once you filed your report, you'll of course receive Mira, but also what we call Bracer Points, or BP for short. BP are what represent your accomplishments as a Bracer. Once you've accumulated enough of these points, your Bracer rank will increase, and you will also receive a piece of special equipment as a reward. The Junior Bracer ranks start at 9 and goes all the way up to 1. I, for one, am hoping you've set your sights at the top. The Mira and BP you obtain will be also recorded in your Bracer notebooks, so be sure to check them later. Now then, all you need to do is complete your training. It's about time we headed back upstairs. See you later, Aina, and sorry for making you even busier than you already are. Not to worry, the guild won't have much of a future without training new bracers after all. I'll see to it that you're both worked to hell and back. To hell and back? Suppose we'll have to make sure we are ready to find out what that looks like.
Good work, both of you. That completes today's training. All that's left is to gain experience by actually working. Now then.
Oh, those boxes!
Yes, they're the ones you retrieved during the exam. I had a feeling you might be interested to know what was inside.
Can we open them?
Yes, go ahead. Take a look, both of you.
Yay!
Well then.
This emblem is...
So, does this mean that we're...
Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. As of 1500 hours, both of you are hereby appointed as Junior Bracers. You will serve with honor as members of the Bracer Guild and work to protect the people and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two. I suppose that makes us colleagues.
We did it, Joshua! We're finally guild members!
I'm really a Bracer now. It feels strange.
How, Joshua? Don't get all sobby. This calls for a celebration! Woohoo! We did it!
Okay, that might be too much, Estelle.
Well now, you'll have to excuse me. I need to finish up some leftover work I've let build up.
You did so much for us even though you were so busy. Thank you so much, Shara!
Yes, thank you for everything.
Well, training rookies is just part of a Bracer's duty. Master Cassius was my mentor back in the day.
Oh, right! That's why you call him Master!
Well, that's one reason anyway. Both of you should aim to become full Bracers and train juniors of your own. And strive to become excellent Bracers like your father. I'll see you kids around.
Huh. I don't get it.
Don't get what?
Sherazard, the Silver Streak. She's one of the best among the younger generation of Bracers. So why does she have such a high opinion of Dad? It might sound weird coming from his kid, but he's just some middle-aged bum who only dips when you need him.
Middle-aged bum, huh? Well, I guess I can't blame you for seeing him that way, Estelle.
Huh?
No, it's nothing. We should head home. After all, we have to tell Dad that we're officially Bracers.
Right!
Rewards. On the reward screen, you can track your progress for various achievements. Reaching certain milestones will grant you special reward items. And you get an achievement for becoming a Junior Bracer. Last thing I want to show off this episode are the milestones here. Get a tactical bonus of 2 or higher, you get a reward, the Zerum powder here. These are all of our claimed one, and these are all of our open ones. Complete and report quests, record enemies, collect issues of Liberl News and Carnelia, register all 33 books, as well as activities including treasure chests, support level, earning Mira, obtaining different courts, activating different arts, unlocking orbment slots for your characters, performing follow-up attacks, chain attacks, support abilities, arts, preemptive brave attacks, 6 enemies at once, which will be a little bit easier as we get further in the game, higher tactical bonuses, different enemies in quick battles, different enemies total, cut grass or flowers, destroy breakable objects, perfect dodges, and shining palms. You can also press Y to look at achievements. These are every achievement in the game, which I do believe are associated with actual achievements for your Steam or Xbox or PlayStation profiles. And there is, of course, one for unlocking all achievements. I don't believe it's possible to do them all in a single playthrough unless you play on Nightmare difficulty. You actually can't see it. Yep, completed the game on Nightmare difficulty. So, unfortunately, the only one I really don't ever get is this Nightmare difficulty one. But either way, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wind things down. We've officially become Junior Bracers. And in the next episode, it's time to see what that means for us. I will see you guys then.